Ducks. The men's hockey team will go another round with Michigan State tonight. Badger Sports Updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, siding, and a whole lot more. Take a look at the roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. All roads are currently clear through the travel system this morning with no major delays or slowdown. Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, mostly sunny, breezy and cold, high of 20. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 9, wind chill of 0 to -5. Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy, high of 23. Monday, there's a chance of AM lake snow showers, partly sunny with a high of 28. Tuesday's partly cloudy with a high of 26. Wednesday's mostly sunny with a high of 21. Right now in Madison, it's 8 degrees. Green Bay, 8 degrees. Waukesha, 5 degrees. And in Milwaukee, it's 11 degrees. I'm David Ozzy Scott. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time, 9:07.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Welcome to the show. It's going to be a busy day for Rose Gray. Good morning. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm going to be doing the show until 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And then I'm going to make a beeline to State Fair Park because that is where the wonderful world of weddings is happening. And Fox is, if not the major sponsor, one of the major sponsors. You will find our booth very easily in the center of the expo hall. And I will be there at, as well, how fast can I drive there?
10:30 probably.
Yeah. And we'll get started. At 11:30, I'm doing a seminar on destinations for honeymoons and how to choose them.
Okay.
And then I'll be hanging around till 4 o'clock. And as many of you have heard me say, we got a mimosa bar going on. So come and chin chin salute. We'll have a mimosa together.
And
How
that
about
is going on today and tomorrow,
and
correct?
tomorrow, yes. And so I do know there's a Packer game tomorrow, but, you know, it's just for the 6th or 7th seed, right? I mean, you're going to be there, right? You're not going to believe this. In the last 20 minutes, I've had 2 offers for Packer tickets for tomorrow.
Oh, I bet. People are like, well, this game doesn't mean too much, and it's going to be really cold. Do you want to go to the game?
No, I think I don't want to go.
I do. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a blast.
So, you look nice and warm. When you came in, it's really cold this morning.
It's really, really cold. And what that is indicating to any one of you who is in the sound of my voice that lives in Wisconsin, some of you are in the sound of my voice and you're listening in Florida or California or wherever it's nice and warm. It's time to figure out how to get out of here. That's just all there is to it. We've got to get out of here. And so we've got some ideas for how you can get out of here. And so if you text FWT, Fox World Travel, do it in all caps because then your phone won't autocorrect to get, which we sometimes see on the text line. You will get a link to how we can help you with Fox exclusive vacation deals. Now, those are running right now. They're happening right now with offers up to $150 off all-inclusive vacations and up to, get this, 67% off cruises. Yeah.
67%?
Yeah, 67%.
I thought cruising was back huge. Why are we getting such a good deal?
Because
how'd you hook that up?
Well, that's because we belong to a really great consortium called Signature that we talk about a lot.
Okay.
And that's where a lot of these perks and benefits and exclusive offers that we can share with you come from.
All right. That is a deal. FWT to 855-616-1620. Now, we've got other things we need to go through.
Yes.
But we also like to talk travel. So if you call that number as well or text that number with your questions, we can answer them throughout the hour. We do it every Saturday from 9 to 10. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
You're off to see the wonderful world, and then it's back to your own castle. Make sure yours is beautiful and up to date. Siding Unlimited, Wisconsin's best contractor for everything on the outside of your castle, welcomes you home to the best it can be. You should not have to worry about your home's integrity while you are away. Let Siding Unlimited ensure it with all the best exterior products. Hometown Siding Unlimited is recognized as one of the best contractors in America by the manufacturers of the nation's best products in siding, roofing, decks, and especially windows. They have the awards. Take the initiative, and Siding Unlimited will make you proud to come home every time, whether it's from an exotic tour or from the grocery store. Set up an appointment with Siding Unlimited for your castle renewal now, and we'll see you when you get back. Bon voyage from Siding Unlimited, and then welcome home. SidingUnlimited.com.
Planning a getaway? Reserve a parking space that includes superior service and value. Exec Park is the only local family-owned valet parking serving travelers using Mitchell Field for over 42 years. Exec Park has an even greater deal for a limited time just for WTMJ fans. It's just $8.50 a day with cash payment when you mention WTMJ. To get terrific valet parking at this amazing rate, make your required parking reservation today. Call 414-747-1000 or visit execpark.com and tell them you're a fan of WTMJ.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. So I was looking at some of the bushes that have overgrown on my property, and I love our yard, but I need dormant pruning. That's what takes place during the winter when it's safe to cut back things so you have healthier trees and bushes around your house. Check right now to see if you've got stuff scraping against the siding or needs to be cut back, and schedule it now. Design Build landscaping projects are a year-round topic. Landworks Wisconsin does it the right way every time. They help people achieve their outdoor dreams by creating beautiful landscapes. I love these guys. LandworksWisconsin.com. Check them out today.
Whether it's 24/7 emergency service or it's just time to replace your furnace, at Quality we'll be out so fast you won't even notice the heat being off. And if you're buying a high-efficiency furnace from Armstrong or Carrier, you'll qualify for state and federal tax rebates that'll pay for a big chunk of the cost. This is Anthony Zanevsky from Quality, where you'll get the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. If you like being prepared like I do, you know the value of a generator. When the power goes out, it's a terrible inconvenience. And that's why Quality installs effortless whole home generators that give you power when everybody else's is out. This is Anthony Zanevsky from Quality, where you'll get the signature service you deserve and whole home generators that make power outage fears subside.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
All right, we have a little spillover from Yacht Rock. I hope you're
but
ready,
I want to
Rose.
know title and artist.
Reminiscing by Little River Band.
All right,
Hey,
nice one.
All right. Okay. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited talk and text line. It is a Fox World Travel Show. Rose Gray. We are celebrating a new year.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for Fox World Travel?
Well, what it means, first of all, is at the beginning of every year, our offices are open on Saturdays.
Oh,
because this is
okay.
what they used to call this wave season, because this is when everybody was booking their cruises for warm weather getaways.
Gotcha.
And that was about the only way to do a warm weather getaway 50 years ago when that probably wave season started. But so you can call 866-GO-FOX-GO 9 to noon on Saturdays, and you will get somebody to speak to. So when
Okay.
you hear about something as you're listening to the radio, you can actually now pick up the phone and do it. Now, we do love go to the website at foxworldtravel.com. Little golden rod rectangle in the corner says contact us. And that's another great way to give us the information for what you're looking for. But if you really are anxious and you want to get something started, that would be another way to do it as well. So the 6 locations are open. The physical locations are open.
Okay.
But you don't even have to bother with that. You can pick up the phone, you can give them a call, you can send them an email. And I absolutely know that they are standing by with bated breath to take these phone calls.
They're like, we have to be at work on Saturday. You might as well call us, right?
It's exactly right.
All right, we do have a phone call. Let's go over to David in Oshkosh. Good morning, David. What's your question?
Oh, good morning. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
So, good. I listen to the show every Saturday, and I always wished I was one of those people going somewhere. So this year, this year we have an opportunity to go to the opera festival in July at Aix-en-Provence in south of France.
Oh, wow.
And I have no idea how to get there. What would you suggest is our best way to get there efficiently, and maybe something else that we might do while we're there?
Oh my gosh. So the south of France, Aix-en-Provence is one of the most amazing areas in all of France. They have fantastic wine. They have fantastic food. It's I can't even, I'm speechless. I'm stuttering because I'm so excited about how beautiful this area is. There are nonstop flights from Chicago to Paris, France. So
okay,
if it's me and I'm planning something, I'm going to look for the most expeditious opportunity whenever I'm flying somewhere. And then there are oodles of ways that you could get to Aix-en-Provence or that whole area. And the trains in Europe in general and France specifically are wonderful. They're far superior to anything we've got here in the United States, I'm sorry to say. They have TGVs, which are the fast trains that do service that route. So you'd be able to do that. You could also incorporate, once you I'm assuming you know your dates because it's a festival, right?
Yes, it's July, I think, 7th through 14th.
Right. So, and are you going to just stay in that area the entire time, or will you be doing other things?
Gosh, I just don't know. We've never been to Europe before, and we're going to see a specific show that my son is Billy Budd, and
cool.
We're going to be there for his opening night, and we just don't even know what else to even think about doing.
Okay, so basically, I would reach out to Fox. We have several French experts on staff. Martha comes to mind as one of them simply because she speaks French and she was born in France. She could help you curate and create an itinerary around this festival that you're going to so that you get to see some other things as well. I would absolutely spend a couple days in Paris. Paris is definitely top 3 of my favorite cities in Europe. It's hands down my favorite city in France for sure. So I think that you should reach out and get some help around that. Fly into France, get your bearings, into Paris, get your bearings, get your biological clock on Europe time, and do that a couple days in advance, and then I would go ahead and rail down to Aix-en-Provence.
Somebody did text in, beware, Tour de France is the month of July, too, so it's going to be busy over there, possibly.
Yeah, so that means probably if you're doing this in 2025, maybe it's time to start the ball rolling.
Well, good. Well, thank you so much,
You're
and I will
welcome.
definitely reach out to Martha at your office.
Fabulous.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks for
Thank
listening,
you.
David. Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620, the WTMJ talk and text line. Also where you can text FWT to get some great deals on things all Fox World Travel.
Right. And you can actually do the research online yourself. There's a code in some cases, and the code is WTMJ.
Oh,
so
there you go.
It'll ask for the code. The code is WTMJ.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Let's do one more of these questions here on the text line. It says, hi, Rose. Will Fox World Travel offer an escorted Hawaii tour in 2026? They can't make the one that's coming up this March.
Yes. So I would be on the lookout for a couple of them. We usually do 2. One is the best of Hawaii, which is 3 islands, which is typically Oahu, the island that Honolulu is on, and then Maui and the Big Island. Then there's Grand Hawaii, which is that, plus we also add Kauai to that. One is like 15 days and one is like 11 days or something like that. But I do have some inside information that there may be a very special trip for 2026 that might involve one of the on-air personalities at Fox World, at WTMJ.
Nice.
So stay tuned for that as well.
That is a good tease. On that note, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll get to more of your calls and texts, and we'll talk about New Year, New Adventures.
There you go.
It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
You're right, and I'll agree. It does sound too good to be true. But offering you affordable treatment that alleviates pain, which really does work, that we've seen in most cases insurance paid for in full, is a definite reality. It's pain relief, really. And these are FDA-approved treatments. They're safe and proven to reduce inflammation and alleviate pain. Yeah, you'll have to get a couple of shots, and I know that can scare people. But the needle is extremely small. And after giving shots like this hundreds of thousands of times, you'll see we make it very easy. You're going to feel the relief that our powerful pain relief agents give you. They're pain relief drugs that solve pain problems. And the way I feel is that Rejuvenex should be the first stop for anyone living with pain in shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees. At $65 per joint per injection, it's probably the most affordable pain relief option available that actually works.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex Google reviews will tell you more.
Is outdoor living limited at your place? Well, imagine a deck, a patio, pergola, fire pit, maybe even an outdoor kitchen in your yard. Outdoor Living Unlimited is a local, family-owned company that consults, designs, and builds these things. They're the best. Let them make Outdoor Living Unlimited in your yard like they did in ours. We are Wisconsin. We live outdoors as much as possible. Make the most of it with help from Outdoor Living Unlimited. See OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
During your career, investments piled up. From 401ks to brokerage accounts, it turned into quite a collection. At Annex Wealth Management, we believe every portfolio tells a story. We've analyzed thousands. Some reflect diligence and fortitude. Others, a mishmash of overlapping investments. When Annex reviews a portfolio, we spot what works, what might not, and then provide unbiased suggestions. Every portfolio tells a story. Let's work on yours. Investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning as a fee-only fiduciary. That's our story. Head to AnnexWealth.com.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
9 and sunny in Milwaukee right now. Yes, 9, well below zero wind chills. So bundle up if you're going out to Family Free Day at the Milwaukee County Zoo today. That would be chilly. Dayton Kane here with Rose Gray, taking your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. Text here says, where do we pay for the Vista tax? They're going to Cozumel in 3 weeks.
Okay, so the visit tax is something that is some controversy because some people are telling us, and I saw it with my very own eyes. I remember I was in Cancun, which is in Quintana Roo, which is the province that's the state that Cancun is in, as is the island of Cozumel, because you're paying this visit tax, and then nobody's asking for it. Nobody's asking for proof that you paid it. So you go to the official visit tax website. Now, there are all kinds of phony ones out there. So you look through it. If it's not looking real official, maybe ask for some help from your travel advisor. When we book your trip, we will send you the official link. So you're not doing this wrong, but you can actually even ask us. So it's basically going to ask you for your arrival date, your departure date, your passport information, and then you pay this 224 pesos, which is like $10 or $13 or something very minimal like that. And then it's attached to your passport, but you do then get a screenshot. You do get a QR code that they can look at. And I always screenshot that stuff. They always tell me that might not always work or something like that. Now, somebody asked, what happens if you don't pay it? They claim your passport is officially marked that you didn't pay it and for future visits. I will tell you what else happens in Cancun. Now, this texter did not indicate if they're flying into Cozumel or if they're flying into Cancun and then taking the ferry over to Cozumel. So I'm not really sure. But this is what my experience has been in Cancun. You check in and you go up these escalators to the gates. And Cancun's a big airport now, a huge airport. There's many different terminals depending on if you're coming on a charter flight or a Frontier flight, or the main carriers being United American. They're in a different terminal. So they're big, but everybody goes up these escalators to get to the gates, no matter where you are in the Cancun airport. There are people with neon yellow vests on that have iPads in their hands, and they can stop you and say, let me see your QR code for your visit tax upon departure. Okay, this is not upon arrival. This is upon departure. And so I had mine all ready to go, and they just blew me off. Like, just keep walking. They didn't need to see mine because the guy right behind me had just gotten stopped, and he didn't pay it. And so now they're going to take you into a room, and they're going to talk to you about it, and they're going to make you pay it there.
Sure.
If you're running late for your flight, that doesn't sound like a real fun activity at that
Right.
point in time. So I'm just saying, pay it. If you don't get asked for it, you know you did the right thing. And it's helping to support the tourism industry in Quintana Roo. So think about what you just paid for your entire trip, and $10 is a pretty small price to pay.
But again, beware online if you go. Make sure you have the right website, especially if they're asking for all that information you just mentioned.
Right.
So-
I can tell you it looks like a black and red logo with a plane on top of it. That might give you some help.
There you go. Let's talk about Peru.
Yeah.
Because this trip is one you don't offer all the time.
We
I saw it
don't.
pop on for next year. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool.
We definitely have limited availability on this one. It's called Colors of Peru. It's 2 days in Machu Picchu. We are hearing and we're seeing more and more of these landmarks and these historic UNESCO World Heritage sites are being limited to tourists. You can't just say, I'm just randomly going to go there. We saw that with Chichen Itza in Riviera Maya. We've seen that with other places, and we see that they're trying to be very mindful about saving and preserving this historic, amazing UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this is a sanctioned place. We've got the wherewithal to get in because we're working with a tour operator that has the permits they need to get into these things. We're going to do some additional things. We're going to the food on this one is what would be inspiring me. The taste and flavors of the Andes, a rich list of things that we're going to be doing. It can be found on our website, which is foxworldtravel.com. You go to the vacation tab, you go to the Fox Group Vacations tab, and they'll give you much more information. There's going to be a private basket weaving. I don't know if it's basket weaving. It's probably rug weaving session. But the 2 days at Machu Picchu, I guess, would be the highlight of this trip. As I said, this might be something that is forbidden or definitely monitored and restricted to limited people as the years go by. So if you've not been to Machu Picchu, this would be a great opportunity to do it.
And again, when you go there, you'll see it's August 17th through August 27th of 2025, 11-day trip. The itinerary on every trip on the site is mapped out day by day by day, and the photos will get you jacked up and ready to go. Go check it out. It looks like a beautiful country.
It is, and that's why it's called the Colors of Peru, because if you've ever seen pictures of the inhabitants of that area, they're just all very colorful with their woolen woven clothing and things like that. So,
even the llama have colors in their ears over there, it looks like.
Very, very much so. So, again, we have limited availability on that one, and so we're just looking to help you not be disappointed when you go to try to book it and it's sold out.
Why not start it? New year, new adventure. Pick a different place every year.
There you go.
Go explore the world.
Pick a place every year. I love it.
Yeah. All right. It is a Fox World Travel Show. We take a break over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with David Azadi Scott. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Dalton. A welfare check turns into a shelter-in-place order. An apartment complex locked down Friday afternoon when Appleton police encountered an armed person during a welfare check near the intersection of North Bay and East Lindbergh Street. Residents at the complex were evacuated, and Appleton police crisis negotiators and the SWAT team were called in. The individual was taken into custody and brought to a local hospital for further care. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. There is currently no threat to the public. An inmate is dead after being assaulted at the Racine County Jail. Charges for Racine County Jail inmate Devontae Caraway will include first-degree intentional homicide after killing a 35-year-old inmate on Tuesday. The attack happened in the jail's day room and lasted for less than 1 minute. The victim who died has not been identified. A sexual assault trial against a former Catholic cardinal connected to an alleged Walworth County incident in the 1970s will remain suspended. Prosecutors allege Timothy McCarrick groped an 18-year-old at the home the two were sharing at Geneva Lake in 1977. The case was suspended in 2023 after a judge ruled McCarrick was not competent to stand trial due to health concerns. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports the judge in December declined to dismiss the case, but agreed to continue the suspension until McCarrick dies. He is the only U.S. Catholic cardinal to be criminally charged with child sex crimes. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ, Johnson & Sons paving time saver traffic. All routes are currently clear through the system with no major delays or slowdowns.
I'm Brett Matchke, and you're due for service.
Richlands.
Richlands Tire and Service Centers. 5 locations and all easy to find. Visit richlands.com when you're due for service.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, mostly sunny, breezy, and cold with a high of 20. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 9, a wind chill of 0 to -5. Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy with a high of 23. Monday, chance of AM lake snow showers, partly sunny with a high of 28. Tuesday, partly cloudy with a high of 26. Wednesday's mostly sunny with a high of 21. Right now in Madison, it's 9 degrees. Green Bay is 9 degrees. Waukesha is 6 degrees. And in Milwaukee, it's 12 degrees. I'm David Ozzy Scott, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 9:32.
There are a lot of interesting people and traditions in Wisconsin. 1 hour of covering culture and creativity in our state is simply not enough. I'm Sandy Max of WTMJ's What's on Tap with the happy news that my show is now expanded to 2 hours. So please join me weeknights from 6 till 8 for updates on festivals, films, food, music, theater, and other ways we love to make the most of Wisconsin life. What's on Tap with Sandy Max weeknights now from 6 till 8 on WTMJ. And subscribe to the What's on Tap podcast to listen anytime you want.
By now, you've probably figured out what's most important to us at Semperfi is our reputation. Building a great character-driven remodeling company is actually quite easy. It's just the first 20 years that are a bit challenging. Great companies are collections of great people, and we have great people. They're the ones that helped us build our reputation, but they only come after you've built something they want to be part of. We don't necessarily have to look for good people. They come to us. And that's what you want when you hire an exterior remodeling company. Someone who's going to stand behind their work, and a company that is truly proud of their people. And it's because they do great work. And when you're ready, we'll do great work for you too. This is Brad Youngluth with Semperfi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semperfi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semperfi.
Looking for the most popular answer. What's the worst thing about Wisconsin winters? Gina Della from Pella.
Finding a sitter when snow closes school. Yay! It's the time of the year when we just want to be all warm and snuggly at home. And Pella helps make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. With inviting doors to let friends and family in and beautiful energy-efficient windows to keep the cold out. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane and Rose Gray, thank you for joining us on this cold Saturday morning. Makes you want to get out of Wisconsin and go somewhere else. Well, and that's what we do here.
And we do that. And, you know, you wonder, like, how is tourism and travel in general rebounding after COVID? I mean, we haven't had to say anything to like pre-COVID, post-COVID. We kept saying that for about, the first couple of years. Right. And it's been a while, so we don't really have to say that anymore. But an interesting statistic, in 2024, 904 million people were screened at TSA.
Jeez.
904 million. I believe the Sunday after the 4th of July or the Monday, I can't remember which, had 3 million people broke a record. So I take great pleasure in looking at the TSA numbers every day. They're always 2 million. On a rare occasion, you'll see 1.8 million, 1.7 million, but it's 2 million people a day are flying. The reason I mention that is because I think we all got very used to somewhat empty planes and really good deals right after COVID. That's not happening anymore. There are so many people that want to travel. So many people that want to travel. And right now, the nonstop flights out of Milwaukee are going. I try to look for deals to talk about on the air every day and every Saturday. And I'm a little reluctant to do that because by the time I say it on a Saturday, it might not even be available anymore on a Monday. Now, I may start doing that a little bit more in January, February, March, because you can pick up the phone then and call somebody and say, I just heard Rose say that you could go to for this much money on a nonstop flight out of Milwaukee, and it's going to still be there because I checked in the morning before I came in. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we're trying to just book tickets to Florida, and it's not cheap to fly anywhere anymore, like it seems like.
It's not. And you remember, every time an airline goes out of business, that is not good for the consumer because then there's not so much competition for your flying dollar.
Right.
And not everybody is willing to fly cattle car, fly steerage, fly, it's only a short flight kind of a thing. But now I just paid for a seat assignment, and I paid for a carry-on bag, and I paid for a check bag.
That's what we're finding.
Yeah, and maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to look at the major carriers and see what they had that weren't charging me for those things.
Exactly. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited talk and text line. We'll get to more of your texts in a second, but let's talk Wonderful World of Weddings one more time.
Yeah, for sure. So Wonderful World of Weddings is happening today and tomorrow. It's at the State Fair Park, and you can't miss it. They show you exactly where to go in, and sometimes there's more than one show happening there, as I discovered last year when I went, but they get you to the right place.
Right.
And it's been going on for a long time.
57th annual this year.
Yeah. So is that what it is?
Yes.
Holy cow. We participated some years and then didn't for some years. Well, last year we were, if not the major sponsor, one of the major sponsors. You cannot miss our booth. It's right in the middle of everything, and it's not just a little 2-person, 8-foot table with it. This is a monster booth with furniture and a bar, I might add, a mimosa bar.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got our experts there. We've got our honeymoon experts there. We've got our destination wedding experts there. I will be talking about how to select the perfect honeymoon at a seminar that's happening at 11:30 on the main stage, God willing, and I get there without any incidents, because I'm going straight there after this. But what we understand, many people get engaged during Christmas. And so maybe you're just in the very, very beginning planning stages of all of this. And you might say to yourself, you know what? Maybe I do want to go to a warm weather destination and take 50 of my closest friends and family. Or maybe that's not going to work. Grandpa and Grandma would never be able to handle a trip like that, and I want them there. So we can help you with all of those things, the questions to ask and the things you don't know to ask, the things you forgot to ask, the things you don't know. So there are booths for DJs, there are booths for venues, there are booths for caterers, flowers, dresses, jewelry. I love walking around because there's so many wonderful vendors there.
You can check it out at WisconsinWeddingShow.com. WisconsinWeddingShow.com has all the details, but it's today and tomorrow, Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center. So see Rose Gray. Colleen's there tomorrow, right?
Right, exactly. So FWT, Fox World Travel, if you text that to 855-616-1620, FWT, that is where you get the deals. That is where you see the up to 67% off of cruises, and that's where you see up to $150 off of all-inclusive vacations.
Lots going on the show today. Let's get to maybe one or two texts before we take a break. This says, we're planning on going to Costa Rica at the end of April. We've heard the Dreams Resort is actually better than Secrets. What do you recommend?
You know what? That's a hard thing to say because the Dreams and the Secrets are synonymous in some ways because the Dreams is the family version of the adults-only version of Secrets. Okay? So one would think that because that is the case, you would get similar food, service, that kind of thing. But they're not always owned by the same people. So somebody, just like you can go and buy a Holiday Inn Dayton Kane, the Dayton Kane Holiday Inn, you can go and buy a Secrets. And so some of these investment companies and other people buy 1 or 2 or 3 Secrets and they group them all together, and they didn't buy the Dreams that is affiliated with that particular Secrets. The one thing to keep in mind, if you do read more reviews and you feel like, I'm seeing the Dreams is getting better reviews, there's kids there. So if you were looking for that Secrets type, adult type vibe, you're not going to get that at Dreams.
All right. Next part says, are there direct flights to Costa Rica?
There are. Let me see. I can't remember if this year. I got to get my cheat sheet out here for a second. I think out of Chicago we probably have some. Or is it Rockford?
Yeah, because
yes, it's Chicago. It's Rockford, nonstop out of Rockford.
Okay.
And if you've never flown out of Rockford, I had the beautiful opportunity to go visit Rockford when they very first started doing the Apple Vacation, Fun Jet Vacations flights out of there.
Mhm.
It's adorable little airport. It's sort of like Appleton.
Oh,
it's
that's
really, really
nice.
small.
Flying out of Appleton's nice.
And the parking is really, really cheap. And they are offering this particular nonstop out of Rockford on Fridays from January 24th through March 28th. So just a couple months.
Okay.
But you've been there and you know how great it is.
Yes, it's awesome. Good luck on that trip. Have fun. We do need to take a break. When we come back, more of your calls and texts. 855-616-1620 is a Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It is a Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
WTMJ's John Mercure here for Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. They specialize in caring for those with early to late stage Alzheimer's or other related dementia symptoms. They provide additional daily living assistance for those with cognitive decline. And right now they're offering a curriculum-based class similar to a day program to the public for those with early to mid memory loss. It's a great time to think about this during the holiday season. Wisconsin-based and family-owned. Locations throughout Wisconsin, right here in the Milwaukee area, AzuraLiving.com.
Now at Menards, save big money on everything to update your home. Easily create your dream kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry. With so many styles to choose from, you'll be sure to find plenty of options that you will love. Start your project today and save big on Clearview Cabinetry. Plus, the bag sale is back. Get 15% off everything you can fit inside the bag. Good through January 12th. See store for complete details.
Save big money at Menards.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. Are you 50 or older like me? The CDC now recommends vaccination against pneumococcal disease. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at increased risk and over 6 times greater risk of hospitalization with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50. Schedule your appointment today at vaxassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Just like most cars and trucks can't run without oil, no person can function without food. That's why through March 1st, the Auto Dealers of Metro Milwaukee is contributing $1 from every oil change to Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. Every dollar provides 3 healthy meals. Over the past 14 years, Adam has provided more than 2.6 million meals to people in southeast Wisconsin. And now the need is greater than ever. Find a participating Adam dealer near you at adamm.com.
Healthy joints, healthy lifestyle. Vince Vitrano for Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Arthritis, injuries, wear and tear, common joint issues that keep you from doing what you love. At OAW, a visit to the doctor doesn't always mean surgery. Everyone is different. Surgeons, nurses, physical therapists work together to come up with a plan for you. Maybe it's PT, medication, injection, and if you do need surgery like I did, you know you're in the best of hands. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. Book an appointment online at orthowisconsin.com.
No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane with Rose Gray. Sunny, breezy, a high of 20 today as we are yacht rocking into 2025. I love it. It feels like it's below zero, though, so when you go outside today, make sure you're bundling up. 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited talk and text line. Hi, Rose. I'm probably asking too early and for you to look into your crystal ball, but any idea when some of the 2026 trips will be announced? Listen to this. Already going on 3 Fox World Tour or Fox World Travel group trips this year.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
And we are trying to get better at getting those out earlier. I know, because I've been in a couple of meetings, that we've got the catalog of 2026 just about ready to release. We go through a couple of steps at Fox because we want everybody that's on the vacation team to be involved with that. And, you know, because the people who are developing those trips are kind of like Dayton and I. We look at brochures and we look at our website and we see these beautiful pictures. We say, oh, let's do a trip to here.
Yeah.
And then they start working on it, only then to find out maybe there's a reason we haven't sold one of those before. And maybe one of the veteran travel advisors that's on our staff would say, hey, this is a bad idea because, or the itinerary you're suggesting is not going to be sellable. Let's revise the itinerary, those kinds of things. But
Gotcha.
you're going to see things like Italy and Ireland for the most part every single year. But we're trying to come up with some pretty... I've put my 2 cents in about what Rose Gray wants to do for 2026. And there's going to be a couple of, what? Okay, wow.
Well, you had some of those this year.
Yeah.
You had Peru,
Yeah.
which wasn't a typical one.
Galapagos. I've still got room on my Morocco. People could get on that one. Colleen sold out Portugal in no time whatsoever. So we do know that there's the travelers that are star customers at Fox have been everywhere and they want new places. So I know a lot of people are desperately waiting to find out about Antarctica. And so stay tuned for that. So lots happening.
All right. Another one here says, when going on a group trip, is there a way to choose and or upgrade your plane seat? I want to travel with a group, but I'm a seat snob like Rose.
All right. Thanks, Michelle. That's an excellent text. So there's a couple of different ways you can do this. One of which is when we sell Fox Group Vacations, we sell them with included airfare and without included airfare. Some people they've got frequent flyer miles. They want to fly business class. They want to get in a day early, a million different things. And we respect that and we want to work with them on that. Or they don't live in the area we're flying out of Chicago on these. And you want to bring your brother-in-law and sister-in-law from San Diego, and we've got to figure that out. But the other thing is you can... and then what you can do too is once we announce the airfare. So when we book these 18 months in advance, 15 months in advance, it's too early for us to get airfare. We've talked about this on the air. Airlines release their schedules and their fares 335 days in advance. So that's less than a year in advance, but we've already got a trip up for sale.
Right.
So once we get that air, we let everybody that's already signed up know, hey, this is the schedule the group is going to be flying. If you look at it and say, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't want to connect through that city, you can call your advisor and say, can you please take the air off of my package? I'm going to get my own air. The other thing you can do is wait until we ticket and then ask them for what the upgrades are going to be. Now, that's usually 60 or 90 days out, and then sometimes upgradable seats are not available.
Sure.
So that's a bit of a risk. What I like to do is I would advise my clients back in the day, let's wait to see what they get. If you like the schedule, let's just book you independently in an upgraded seat. It might be premium economy, it might be business class, it might be first class, but whatever you want to do, let's just put you on the same flights as the group. You can still be part of the group, but you're going to have independent air that we booked and ticketed separately.
All right. Great questions. We have more to get to, but we have to take our final break. 855-616-1620 if you want to talk to us. It's the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
The Political Power Hour with Steve Scafidi.
Will it be too disruptive to come in fast and furious day one or week one of the second Trump administration and totally blow up significant pieces of the Wisconsin economy? That's the tough part.
Hearing from political experts from across Wisconsin and beyond.
And the impact to that won't be seen until afterwards, depending on how far the Trump administration goes on this.
Weekdays from 9 to 10 on WTMJ.
Hey, this is Steve Scafidi for Advent. I had some snoring issues that kept my wife up at night. That led to poor sleep and a lot of tired mornings on the radio, and nobody wants that, trust me. But it's simply, my nose wasn't working the way it should. I decided to go to Advent for a quick 30-minute visit, one of their great facilities, talk to a bunch of their doctors. They really put me at ease. After a really simple sleep study at home, in my own bed, they determined the root cause of my problem had to do with my sinuses and nasal passages in my breathing triangle. I didn't even know I had a breathing triangle, so I went to see Advent. After a short procedure done in office, I'm back to breathing well, and my wife and I are both back to sleeping through the whole night. The best sleep we've ever had, that could be you. If you struggle with restless nights like I did, take the time to see how Advent can help. To find out how breathing well and sleeping well can make your life and your nights a whole lot better, go to AdventKnows.com, schedule an appointment today. Because Advent knows, when you breathe well, you live better.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
If you like pina colada.
Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Nicely done, Isaac. This morning we've been doing yacht rock songs. That one ties in both ways. It's yacht rock and it's talking about pina coladas and travel, and let's go out.
And how can you get out of this frigid weather? Well, I'll tell you what. Text FWT to 855-616-1620. You'll get a link. You can fill it in. You can see discounts up to $150 on all-inclusive vacations. You can see discounts up to 67%. We've also made it very simple for people to do DIY on the website. We Dayton and I did a little tutorial about how to do it with cruise planning. It's awesome. And you can narrow things down. And then if you feel like, whoa, I'm a little over my head, but I've got it down to 3 different cruises, 3 different itineraries, you've got some help. You can call Fox.
And you have some help today until noon.
That's right. So 866-GO-FOX-GO. We just got a text from somebody that was saying they couldn't find something on the ALG website. I'd call up one of the offices if I got stuck. So they're there 9 to noon for what we call busy season, which will probably be through March, but I'll keep you advised of that.
All right. Question for Rose about traveler's insurance. We're going to Key West in a couple of weeks, planning an excursion to Dry Tortugas National Park. I was wondering about coverage should someone experience a medical emergency requiring to be airlifted off the remote island. Is there such a thing?
There is. So it's medical evacuation insurance, and you can actually just buy medical evacuation insurance. And so some of it's called Medevac. That's one of the companies. There's lots of other things. So I'm a big fan of call one of our offices, let them give you a quote. The quote typically with Travel Guard holds for 1 week. So you can see what it would be. And on a medical evacuation situation, that's basically going to be,
Okay. Best text of the day. Love the travel show so much. Thank you for that. We like
is
that.
the best text
All right,
of the
let's
day.
talk Peru one more time because we need to get some people on that before we have to give seats back.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So it's a 9-night trip. It's 3 nights Lima, 2 nights of Sacred Valley, 2 nights in Machu Picchu, and 2 nights in Cusco. It's a 40-seat motor coach because we're going with Insight Vacations. And I talk about Insight Vacations all the time. This is business class motor coaches. So they take the typical 52-passenger motor coach, they gut it, and they put 40 business class type seats in this motor coach. And when I was just on my last Insight vacation, I believe it was the Battlefields trip, but don't quote me on that. No, actually it wasn't. It was Egypt, was also operated by Insight Vacations. You can also not only do you get to recline your seat further than you could possibly do it on a 52-passenger motor coach, but you can also push it out into the aisle. So you and your partner can separate. And then when we get to our point, please push them back in. But it's very, very comfortable. So as Dayton said, this is August 17th through August 27th. And in the very near future, any unsold seats will have to be returned.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, so Wisconsin Wedding Show, the wonderful world of weddings going on today.
Yes.
And you're going there right from here.
I am. I'm going to drive carefully, and I'm going to get there, and I'm going to State Fair Park, which Dayton said take me no more than 30 minutes because there's not a lot of traffic on a Saturday. And then I will zoom in there, and I will get my composure, and I will be up on the main stage at 11:30 doing all things Fox World Travel, how we can help you with destination weddings and all of your travel plans. But we are going to focus on how do you choose a honeymoon destination.
Tickets are $16 at the door. Children 12 and under are free, so you can bring them.
You can bring your
along
flower
with you.
girl and your ring bearer
There
with you
you
for no
go.
charge.
They, again, have a lot of great pictures on their website at wisconsinweddingshow.com. It looks like a fun event. I can imagine you're going to have a good time out there.
Yeah. I think we had so much fun last time. It's well worth a stop and a visit. And like I said, have a mimosa. And who doesn't like to talk about travel? That's the fun thing about going to something like this. So I think you'll find everything you need. And if a destination wedding isn't in your future, however, you're looking more toward help with a honeymoon destination, we also do vow renewals. We lots of times the mother of the bride is listening to all of this and says, well, she doesn't want a destination wedding, but I'd like to do my vow renewal in a warm weather destination. So that's kind of a cool thing too. So 866-GO-FOX-GO. They are answering those phones between 9 a.m. and noon on Saturdays for the foreseeable future. I'll let you know when that ends, and I'll see you all out at Wonderful World of Weddings.
All right. When you do that vow renewal, make sure you're picking the right night that you do it. We did that. I did that with Tracy, and we went down to the beach. It was so windy. We were getting just whipped by sand. So it was a very quick, here's your ring. Do you? Yeah. Okay. We're good.
Okay, but that's what makes your marriage stronger.
Yeah.
You survived
We
that.
survived it. Okay, so are you here next week?
I'm here for a very long
okay.
time. I'm not going anywhere till Brewer Spring Training.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. So I'll be gone a few times before you're gone.
There you go.
Which is
interesting.
Nice for me to say.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen very often.
Exactly.
Okay. Besides the group travel we talk about so much, we have 1 minute left. What else can people do at Fox World Travel?
Absolutely everything with the possible exception of a Greyhound bus ticket. We can even help you with Amtrak vacations. We can help you with all of those things. Fox World Travel, as we enter 2025, is 65 years old. This company was founded in 1960.
Crazy.
What does that tell you? We've been around. We survived a lot that the world had to throw at the travel industry, and still standing strong because we are very diverse. We do business travel, we do vacation travel, we do meetings and incentives travel. And if one needs a little help, the other one is there to help them. And so I'm on the sexy side. We call that the vacation travel side, but we've got lots and lots of people who can help you with the other things as well.
All right. Danny Clayton and the crew from Annex Wealth Management coming in next on WTMJ.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma Brands.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, the certainty of protection and income are the keys to success. And as a former NFL player myself, I have experience with both. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game films helped me mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. Now I star in a new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception to help you visualize and prepare for your fourth quarter of life. You see, you don't retire on your nest egg, but rather the income it can produce. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. And it's free for you to view. Call 844-763-2837 right now for your free streaming code to watch The Retirement Deception. Don't risk your retirement savings at the goal line. You don't need to be risky to have a winning strategy. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free streaming code to watch The Retirement Deception. Call today, 844-763-2837. That's 844-763-2837. MitchLyonsWealth.com, your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
It's going to be another Saturday night slam in Milwaukee for the Bucks.
Lillard drives the lane, floats it up and in. No foul, but the Bucks are back to within one.
Game time against the Trailblazers begins tonight at 6 with Bucks Shoot Around. We are your home for the Bucks. News Radio 620 WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 10 o'clock, it's 13 degrees. Today, mostly sunny, breezy, and cold with a high of 20. Tonight, partly cloudy.